So today I'm going to be using my 6 cards of calmness that I have left. And they all say, today I'll find a few minutes of calm by. And then it says what? So here it says, make your heart like a lake with a calm, still surface and a great depths of kindness by Lao Tzu. So today I'll find a few minutes of calm by seeing the good and bad in each option, so I don't get overly attached to one outcome or one activity or one choice's effect. Or not time. And not timing things that I normally time to see how the experience fills up the time instead. Seeing how there are parts I can be excited about if I have a positive focus anchor to use during that time, where, for example, I can say Tehillim for it on the train. Pausing to let things land as needed. Seeing how I feel for the optionals when I finish the necessities. Not getting too sucked into a task I was procrastinating, but I enjoyed once I started. Instead, return more willingly tomorrow. Today I'll find a few minutes of calm by, and this one says, it's all about finding the calm in the chaos, Donna Karen. Noticing it's okay to leave the door to my bedroom open. That it's okay to move on from embarrassments, mistakes, inappropriate behaviors, awkward moments, and situations. Realizing I can adore a person, place, thing, or pet, and yet it can also have negative impacts or influences on me. In some way where I can't get too attached. Some of my pain comes from 1 to 3 days ago when I ate, but this is from a different day, when I ate or a repetitive motion I did. This is general, okay. Sometimes my pain comes from 1 or even 3 days ago, what I ate or a motion I did, when I pushed myself too far, choosing to not with shame, judge habits I'm engaging in so I can actually learn about their generation is the root of my calmness. Like to learn about how I behave when I'm not feeling calm rather than like shame myself and not actually get to the root of it. This one says, there's a calmness to life lived with gratitude, a quiet joy, Ralph H. Bloom. Today I'll find a few moments of calm by trusting that it's all worth it. However the time is spent, whatever I might be going to, shifting in time, preparing, peering at, that I'm literally showing up to in life, which is moving forward. So being here and being in motion towards the future is all worthwhile. And if I can pause enough to enjoy without slowing down too much to sluggishness that resists momentum, then I can plant seeds for even more potent enjoyments that can occur on the way down the line too. That's my world to come. Doing a little fully rather than a lot only superficially. Saying no to anything that feels like the cost is too high. Recognizing my need for structure and routine, but with revealed meaningfulness. So setting up my intention consciously before each action and doing it. Seeing a loving process as more infinite energy than a relieving item can contain. Being more receptive around and in sensations and feelings and perceptions, remembering God and I are on the same side and I get credit for all I do for the cause that is before me. This one I forgot to read is by Prasad Mahez. It says, the mind is like water when it's turbulent. It's difficult to see when it's calm. Everything becomes clear. This one says, calmness is the cradle of power, Josiah Gilbert Holland. Today I'll find a few minutes of calm by letting tears out, placing a hand on my heart, taking a deep breath, re-solidifying as an effect so I can connect with my causal energy for the sake of making changes that align with why everything led up to me here and now. Recognizing habit stacking is often a powerful process to undo, where I've associated various habits with the same anchor. Letting my deep breaths fill up many tight parts so I can be the real me without constricting myself because I feel like what's hurting is shameful or how I express is inappropriate. And finally, calmness is the lake of mind. Thankfulness is the lake of heart. Anonymous. Today I'll find a few minutes of calm by seeing my emergence into life is based on trustworthiness and my most recent memories where if it's calmness as a springboard, I can utilize the capacity to explore, discover, learn, and adapt, which actually burns up all my energy of anxiety and control. Recognizing there are others who can better help those I care about more than I can. Noticing the pattern of soothing myself physically is often pointing to the deeper need for psychic or spiritual soothing, slowing down, meditating, listening, letting stuff go, minimalist attachment style and emotions. And now I'm going to share from a few prompts that I've been using recently And we'll see what we got through in the next time, the next while. So first of all, these prompts are similar to like the calm. I'm done with the theme of the calm. I think I did it for like maybe 3 or 4 weeks. And so now I've been working on sort of like the future. So arriving, like calm is like catching up. And then there's like, then arriving into ourselves, and then we like set something up for the future. So first of all, there's 2 here that are very much about arriving. One is if I could be angry about anything without any consequences or repercussions, let me just do it. So I wrote these. That I had anal sex with Benjamin, Adam, Vadim, a guy who lived near Brighton Beach, I think Sheepshead Bay, and there was this black fitness guy. I'm angry without any repercussions or consequences. I'm upset that I did it, that I had anal sex with them. That my neck pain, constant pressure and clicking causes tension in my eyes, my jaw, and I'll even say that like on a good day, like I'm having a great day, and every few minutes, either it's tight or like, you know, it's like pretty much a chronic issue so far. And I'm angry about it, but like I want to live life and enjoy my life, you know. Being allergic to cats, my hip that had something happened and never really healed, like it's kind of like set my whole back and maybe even my neck and my other hip. Like I feel like I'm angry about it, but I'm not angry at this moment, just like without any repercussions. It's from when I wrote it, right? You know, but I could relate. Being poor for so long, just angry, and chasing men who didn't know or respect or see or like me. Procrastinating my happiness, and of my body, the hairiness, like some hairs that grow, or like that I have a lot of hair that grow. I mean, I'm leaving it, it's my choice, but still like this idea that so much of it, and also the shortness, like I'm short, like I'm 5'2.5", and then maybe if I was like taller, I could eat more without it causing like, without me. And then this leads into the next one, fatness. Like I was told yesterday, oh, can't really see me. I was told yesterday that I'm fit, and I said, what? Like in this country, there's fat or skinny usually, and then now we're learning, oh, there's curvy, there's BBW, huge, there's obese, like they have a TV show about them. Then there's like anorexic, really skinny. Like now there's a whole big range of body types. So he said, where he's from, actually what they call, what my body type is not fat, it's thick, it's like fit, it's like a meat on me, but without it being like too soft, like something like that. I went like this to say, like, if I go like this, my arm jiggles, but when I go like this, right? So it's like that idea. So I feel like because there's no repercussions, I'm allowed to say I'm angry sometimes about this body type. Like I thought I was supposed to be slimmer, like a little slimmer. Maybe I'd stay like kind of curvy, but like I thought I was supposed to be slimmer. And I'm angry that like I'm not what I thought I was supposed to be, with no repercussions. Okay. Finally, in terms of arriving, we would say, what do I most value? What are my core principles? So I'm starting from this place. Loyalty to what's real. Reciprocity that is genuine and unforced and and uncontrolling. Resisting the urge to self-destruct or annihilate my living embodied awareness with overloaded sensory information or numbing the receptors. I would say numbing means too much or too little. Like not using them or overdoing it, like by shutting them down, right? So either becoming so bored that just nothingness, empty, or just so busy that it's too much to even notice. And then finding ways to get a break without having to lose my integrity by engaging in inner tension. This is the idea of extend and flex. So I have to do something that violates the inner. And I don't say I'm perfect in all my principles or values, but this is really me. Examining myself when I find myself preaching, so finding the middle ground always, and then anti-gravity work of a bottom-up approach. So I trust the path as if I've been truly at the bottom and can go up to with you if you, like whoever you are, me, parts of me, need for my abilities in the world as part of the immunity of the whole soldier, like the whole army. So it's like I have to be able to start, always restart, and trust that it'll wind up where it's supposed to. And I'd say sincerity or security, which is the path of least resistance. And the reason I said army is like, there's this like immunity area where like stop being something you're not. You know? Or I'll treat you like it, right? Or I'll treat you like it. If you're not going to do what you're supposed to, it's like, do what you're supposed to. Stop being something you're not, or I'll treat you like it. Really, it's like we can always restart and trust that it'll wind up where it's supposed to, because the truth stays standing, right? So that is what I can share about that. And then I think like these are to do with the future. And a good place, like a middle ground, I'll finish with this one. And it's to say like, before we really move forward, we need to be able to say like, what are some of the messages I can give myself when negative thoughts arise? So first of all, I'm learning to make choices for myself that will improve my life. Balancing the current with the future, and also filling in the blanks left in the past, that things can fall through the cracks into because of a blind spot that can even be hiding in plain sight. And this is where I dissociated from experience in the past due to dissatisfaction, whether it was immediate or discomfort, and I didn't show up fully present or connected. So there's it's worth it. It's worth it to feel, right? It's worth it to just be with what is, so that I don't repeat that pattern in the future. And then the next thing I wrote is, there's so many positive memories that are waiting to be remembered and even relived. So don't forget what matters, because revivification, resurrection, resuscitation, total, complete, whole, oneness, right? I wrote that, is coming. And I when I wrote it, I knew it was true, and I'll always know that that's for real. Then, what do I need to change in my life for my goals to become a reality? I have to let my hair down more and sing and dance in a breakout way to let my body know life is not so unpleasant to be taken so seriously. And allow my excitement to show and be obvious. Going to bed, waking up earlier, still getting a good amount of comfortable rest, and even taking a nap if I need it. Showering every day or every other day instead of sometimes building it up and making it out like it's an ordeal. Be my real self, then let it go and let others decide what works for them as interpretations or responses. Because coming from a place of I know I'm an individual, I'm irreplaceable. Do a small part each day instead of all of it at once. And I'd like to say I already did that for this month. Starting today, I'm doing something 1 hour every day, 4 days a week. 1 hour every kind of like certain days, 4 days a week for a project. Then use pet names and positive nicknames. I'm really into that. It might come up again. A few of these might come up again. These are like themes I'm working with for the future. So that's really like, I want to use good names. I want to call all the people that I meet, and I want to nurture that part of me by acting on it. It's not for others, it's for me. Smoking less weed or using other techniques too, that's going to for sure come up again, because I'm actually healing my fascia, and so my need for certain medication is sort of shifting, and I'm relieving a lot of I'm like brave enough now to go into some of these places that were so tight. My whole body kind of rearranged itself, and now that I'm kind of returning to some alignment, the weed now, I feel it's a little less necessary, and I'm shifting into like needing less of it and doing these other things that actually keep me in a state of alignment, including like with my meals, even just like eating small portions throughout the day instead of like waiting too long for a big meal. And finally, the last prompt for today is, what motivators will I need along the way if I don't see automatic results? 1, I can always supercharge in sunlight, a hand on the heart, a hand on the gut. I do this every day now for a week, and I've liked it a lot. Then I can reveal or hide myself with conscious awareness. Say it again, I can reveal or hide myself with conscious awareness. Staying deeply connected will ground me in safety and root me to my natural well-being. A complete and rich life is possible for me, independent of a particular arrangement of external factors. It's okay to focus on the core. Getting lost is opportunities to let go of distraction. 6A, I have hope that my scar fascia memories will heal and return to harmony. B, I have hope that I will grow in my abilities that feel good, which is things like song and dance and praying from the Siddur prayer book. And C, I have hope I'll use my gifts to earn a livelihood and income. So you can see motivators often hope. So I wrote 3, as the final one here, I wrote 3 things I'm actually going to generate more energy for because of hope. Thank you for spending this time tomorrow. I went through my 6th notebook, and I see there was actually some stuff I've shared in here, and so I want to respect people's time, and even though there's some things that will get lost through the cracks because I kind of skipped around a bit when I used about half the notebook. I may even repeat some things, but there's going to be some stuff I missed probably in the second half of the notebook. But I'm not going to do everything because so many videos are already with the material in there. So I'll just have to assume that it wasn't meant to be shared publicly, and we'll all have to be like in this process of it's okay that that material isn't going to be revealed. And instead, I'm going to continue with I'm going to do the first half of the notebook, and even then, hopefully I won't cover things I already did, or if I do, you'll have patience with me. Or maybe others have never seen those videos, and so it's okay. And sometimes even a refresher is good, and I may change my mind and do the whole notebook, because as I'm going through it, it becomes really relevant, or it feels like it's a natural progression, and we've got to do it, and there's no rush. I'm just supposed to do what I'm supposed to do, so we'll see how it goes, and I hope that it is meaningful for you. Hope you have a good day. Thank you. Bye.